Hello and welcome to, if I can say this correctly, RV Outlawing. Outlaw. Is it RV Outlaw, right?
Outlaw RVing.
Outlaw RVing. I have messed that up 3 or 4 times already.
Outlaw.
Outlaw. He says, I don't know if you can see him, but anyways. And there is our RV. Woo! Sun's in my face. So, anyways, as you can see, it's our big baby and everything. As I'm making you all dizzy. So we're in a parking lot, and it's pretty vacant, you know. And then you got that's like a pond over there and stuff, but there's a bunch of trash. I guess homeless people climb the fence and have fun over there. So anyways, I hope I'm not making you dizzy. I'm making myself dizzy. Anyways, that's my van. So that's the store. Home, or what is it? At home. It's a decor thing. And so we're not on their parking lot technically, because theirs is like paved nicely and this is not. Anyways, so, but we can't stay here because there are signs saying unauthorized vehicles will be towed at owner's expense. But then there's also another sign at at their entrance. Let's see if you can. I don't know. I can't even see because the sun's in my eyes. So, anyways, at their entrance, wherever that may be, there is a sign saying the unauthorized vehicles, whatever, could be towed. But they're underneath it does in red, no overnight parking with, didn't say recreational vehicles, it says like tractor trailers, and I think they're pertaining to like semi trucks and stuff. I'm gonna go look at it again and take a picture of it. I'm making you dizzy, I'm sorry. But here's the other side of our RV and everything. So we are having a hard time finding parking lots to be in legally. We were at the Super Walmart on East Colonial, next to Althea or Waterford Lakes and stuff. And I think we were there for maybe 2-3 days, and after the second day, I'm like, I know I hear something. He's like, no, you don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. I'm like, the third day, I'm like, no, I hear it. It's a very soft electronic voice saying, your RV has been recorded. You are trespassing. Need to evacuate immediately. I'm like, okay. So Brian finally found a sign saying no overnight parking behind the Little Caesars building on one of the entrances. Didn't see one on the entrance we came in on. Didn't see one on the other entrances that we've come in on either. No, it's behind a Little Caesar building where you don't use. So I'm like, okay. It did say if you have a code, call this number, enter your code in. So that gives you permission to stay there overnight. I believe that's for like truckers, because they have to have some rest after like 36 hours driving or so, something like that. They need to stop to rest. So we don't have that because we're in an RV, you know. It's a pretty big house when you're standing outside and looking at it. I don't know. So, because we've seen some semi trucks there, one stayed there for about a week. Anyways, so I did call them. They said no, we don't allow no overnight parking. Overnight parking. Okay, sorry, just asking. Wanted to make sure. So I put an app on my phone for places that are safe for overnight parking for RV campers. And it was all about Walmart's and Sam's Club. Well, it said Sam's Club allows overnight parking. And this was a Sam's Club on 15 Goldenrod. I'm like, okay, cool. So we'll go down there. So that's where we ended up. We parked right behind a Amscot building. That was so it was the back of the Amscot building. They had like this weird dead retention pond that was man-made or whatever, and a fence around it. So we figured we were still in Sam's parking lot because it was part of Sam's parking lot. But it was, you know, hidden away. Nobody knew we were there. I have friends that shopped at Sam's Club, didn't even know RV was there. Sam's Club never bothered us. I talked to the security guard. He says, oh, I guess you're fine. You know, I don't, you know, he didn't seem to think there was any problem or anything. I called Sam's Club, but they never answered their phone. It just rang forever. I guess I could have walked in, but I was just trying to do an easier thing, which was call. But they never answered anything. Well, we were there for the whole month of December, almost the whole month of January, until some landscapers came and called the cops, and we had to move. Well, the homeless person, there's a bunch of homeless people around there. Well, a homeless person, a few days ago, before we got moved off, had took and used the bathroom against their dumpster wall. And then there's a bunch of, you know, trash around. I told the kids on a Sunday, because Brian and I were at this Vikings, trying to help Vikings group that were get ready for their Viking War in February. So we weren't there, but I told the kids on Saturday, so Sunday, I want you guys to make sure there's no dog poop around, you know, because we do make sure we're picking up the dog poop. Sometimes it's raining or we don't get a chance, and then I forget or whatever. So I told the kids, it's what I want. I said, why don't we go ahead and pick up the trash around here just to be polite and show that we're respecting the area. Okay, we will. We get home. It wasn't done. Willow wasn't there because she has a boyfriend and had to hold his hand on the bus so he can get home. Anyways, Zachary was still home, but Zachary, a 20-year-old that don't do nothing. So it never got done. So then when the landscapers came, they called the cops, accused us of pooping on the garbage can, and then there was a few spots of dog poop left. They didn't get picked and thought that we were the ones pooping on their property because when they told us to move over into Sam's lot and explained that where we were at was not Sam's lot, it was Amscot's property, even though it was behind the building. They thought we were pooping on the property. No, we have our own bathroom in our RV. Plus, there's the Shell's gas station that we were using and the CVS, you know. Which is fine, whatever. I apologize. I said, I'm so sorry. I explained about the app and everything. They're like, that's fine. But they stayed until we closed up the RV and moved on to the Sam's Club parking lot. That's when we got to stay at Sam's Club for 2 nights, which was last night and the night before. This morning, a really, really nice Sam's Club employee, that was her job to keep an eye on the gas pumps. She saw me walking Chewy early in the morning, and she comes up to me to let me know that we're not allowed to stay there overnight. They don't allow overnight parking. And I explained that I didn't see a sign saying that. All I saw was signs saying unauthorized vehicles will be towed at owner's expense. And she goes, well, that's what that means, that, you know, no overnight parking. Okay. I apologize. I said I didn't know. I said I have an app for RV people that tells us what's good and what's not, and that said this location was allowed it. So we moved. So now we're in this parking lot that I just showed you, which is still on 50, but it's next to the Walmart that we got kicked off of. So I don't know if it's nice. It's quiet. There's not shade where we're at unless we go against the fence, but then that's like a road, so we're like in the parking lot area. I don't know if we're going to chance it and try to stay a night. I'm not comfortable with that, but I don't know where to go. I reached out to my RV groups, and they're all saying the same thing. With Orlando, they don't allow it no more because of all the problems and the issues with other with, you know, a lot of homeless people disrespecting the property. There has been actually RV campers that were disrespectful to the property and everything. So that's why Walmart in Orlando has stopped doing that. But we're like outlaws, you know, because we're trying to find a place to park overnight, because I have to be close to buses, because I have a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old who are doing GD program at the Winter Park Tech off of Webster. And if I go to an RV resort, which I can't really because they're all full, because all the snowbirds have it and there's a waiting list. So any RV resorts are full that would be good close to bus stops for the kids. They're full. I've tried every day, but I'm on a waiting list with like 5 of them, and I still call in to check in, still nothing. There's RV actual recreation parks, I guess you call them, or, you know, like campgrounds. Those I really like, because your neighbor's not directly next to you. They're kind of a little bit away and stuff, so you have space to put your arms out and because it's a park. Those are like $24 a night. Really nice. They're pretty much full. There are some that have some spaces open, but not like immediately, because again, snowbirds. So if you live in Florida and you have an RV, you can't get an RV lot because you have kids that need buses to get to their school, and it's inconvenient. This is not the time of year, because all the snowbirds are trying to get away from their snow up north. So yeah, this is what our life is like right now. Trying to find a parking lot that allows overnight. Don't have any friends with space available. Don't really have hardly any friends. We have some that are up out of Florida, which is where I want to go, but I'm stuck because I have 2 kids that are trying to get their GED, and I can't find anybody that can house them yet. My mom doesn't have any room, because she still has my other 2 sisters still living there. They're in their 20s. They, you know, because it's expensive in Florida. I tried to see if I could park the RV at my grandma's behind her house, like I did before, but that's not gonna work out. She's getting, you know, she's dying. She's got dementia and stuff, and my Aunt Debbie, her daughter's taking care of her, and it's just, she's so stressful. I mean, I could help take care of her and take some stress off of her, but she don't do that. And she's got a neighbor that, he's a butt, so he thinks he owns the whole subdivision there. Anyway, so don't really have anywhere to go other than parking lots. So it seems like we're gonna have to find a parking lot, sleep for a couple hours, then move the RV to another parking lot, sleep for a couple hours, then keep doing that. Rest stops will allow maybe 3 or 4 hours, and you got to get up and move. So if that's what we're end up doing tonight, then the kids aren't going to put the bed out, because I'm not going to put the slide out, because it'd be too much to wake them back up and all that. So I have to one sleep on the couch, so I'm going to have to fold the table down in the dinette, in the dining room area, to turn that to a bed. We did have 2 big dogs, a puppy and a cat. One big dog, I couldn't find her home, so unfortunately I had to take her to the pound. They were going to try and find her a home before, but she's 8 years old and I don't know. So now we're down to 1 dog and a cat and a beautiful puppy that we're going to be selling. So that's our RV. And I don't know, it's kind of a messy RV right now because we're moving, but you see our babies? That's the newest little baby. We call him Junior because he's just like his father, chews on everything. You think he chews more than what Chewy ever did when we had him at 9 weeks. But ain't he beautiful? Say, I'm a beautiful baby. And hello, Brian.
Hello.
They're my hubby.
Hello.
The other outlaw with the Beavis and Butthead shirt.
Outlaw RVing. Woo!
So, yeah, that's what I got so far. So I'm going to post this on my YouTube and maybe do a little something on Facebook.
Any questions or comments?
Yeah, questions, comments.
Information, tips, tricks.
Yeah,
Whatever.
any of that. Just,
Hit up
hit subscribe
yes.
and comment down below and join the
Outlaw